controlled tempo.
And talking, previous coaching staffs as well that have come through Towson. Drexel has had a head coaching change in the last couple of years, but nothing has really changed for Drexel. Amy Mallon has kept it running. I mean, this is an offense that they will take that last millisecond all the way down, and you've got to guard them all the way through it.
It is a Philly style of offense. To give a lot of credit to the start of that tree, Villanova head coach Harry Peretta started. Denise Dillon, the current Villanova coach, was a player there, then came to Drexel, led the Drexel program for years to many, many successful seasons. Amy Mallon, current head coach at Drexel, is now the head coach, has just carried it on. Style and culture the same, and nothing but success.
As we get rolling here, Drexel with possession. That's Grace O'Neal. She has excelled as a guard here for the Dragons, and a quick turnover for Towson.
And that's something you don't see against Drexel. The best team in the league handling the basketball, the fewest turnovers in the conference.
Marchbanks, who's been a late spark for Towson, and now a whistle away from the ball. 3 seconds called on Hannah Dereje. Turn it over to Drexel.
Yeah, both teams excited. I mean, even though there's seeding on the line, it's hard to stay focused sometimes. Tournament right around the corner. But again, a big opportunity for both teams tonight to secure their seeding.
O'Neal bounces over to Rulo. Up top is McGirt, keeps it moving to Baker. Baker driving against Matulavicius. To the foul line is Evans. Evans will rise up and misses everything out of bounds. Towson ball.
You're going to see Drexel, as you mentioned, their style of play. 5 out, a lot of cuts. Evans will stay in the post a little bit, but it's a lot of cut and a lot of movement. First game, Drexel dominated Towson. A lot of cuts in the middle of the floor to a Towson team that wasn't preparing a lot of easy layups. You got to stay focused on the defensive end throughout the possession.
Shepard dumps it underneath Dereje, goes up high off the glass, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. 2-0 Tigers strike first.
Yeah, good find, good putback. That's a key opportunity for Towson. Drexel's 8th in rebounding margin. There's one area that you can take advantage of, and it is on the glass. And Towson's an excellent rebounding team.
Grace O'Neal. Bounce over to McGurk. Back to O'Neal now. Gives to Evans. 10 on the shot clock. A 3 is off the mark from McGurk, and Towson off and running the other way. Matulavich is trying to go coast to coast and misses everything out of bounds.
Yeah, you appreciate it. The one thing they've done in this 6-game scoring stretch is they have pushed the basketball a lot harder, and that's what Matulavich is trying to do there. Drexel's hard to run against. They don't crash the offensive boards really hard. They're always got people back defensively trying to defend against that transition.
And now kickball stays with Towson. How hard is it to keep a team focused, knowing that they got one game, CAA tournament, you're going to be in a hotel, you're going back on the road? How hard is it to keep a team focused?
It is challenging. It's really difficult, especially when you're not, I don't want to say not playing for anything. Both teams are playing for some seeding here, but it's not like you're competing for a conference championship and you're just trying to maintain your focus and play hard and play every possession individually.
McGurk on the baseline, drives, stops, spins, fadeaway jumpers, no good. Rebounded by Dereje for Towson. Shepard, quick glance at the bench, but takes off and running. Backing down now, kick out Matulavicius. And she thought about pulling the trigger there, but instead on the floor, reverse now to Marchbanks. 15 on the shot clock. Deep shot, no good. Rebounded by O'Neal for Drexel.
Yeah, Drexel, #1 in the league in 3-point field goal percentage defense.
Evans calling for it, gets it, fires, long 2, well off the mark, and now a foul away from the ball as Samaya Turner is fouled.
Yeah, one of the keys that I have for Towson is you got to shoot well against this team, and that's from the 2 and the 3. If you're going to hang in against Drexel, because they're not going to turn it over traditionally, they're going to control the pace. They're going to mix up man and zone. They're very predictable. Typically on dead balls and made baskets, they're in a 2-3 zone. Their misses, they're in man. Currently now in a 2-3, but again, this 2-3, they match up really well. They force you out further than you want to be, which leads to that low 3-point percentage.
Foul was called on McGurk. Clean up some housekeeping. High pass, Johnston pulls it down. Here's Shepard drifting to her left. Driving, stops, pops, can't knock it down. Rebound, fight for it, out of bounds, last touch by Towson, Drexel ball.
Yeah, you're going to want to see Towson through Coach Harper getting more people to the offensive glass. Drexel, not an up-tempo team. If the right person gets the ball, they will push in some opportunities. But you can really commit some players to the offensive glass without a whole lot of fear of getting run on consistently.
Garcia Raj and Watkins check into the game for Drexel. Hand off to Baker. Flip to Watkins. Back to Baker. Baker blanketed by Turner. McGurk passes tipped by Turner. Turner can't come away with it. 9 on the shot clock. McGurk for 3. No good. Rebounded by Shepard. Long pass. Trying to thread the needle there to Turner, but goes out of bounds. Drexel ball.
You can see Towson's intent. And look, I've been on that bench against a Drexel team that controls tempo, and you sometimes tell your team, go, just go. You don't want to play a half-court game against them. So Towson really trying to push right now, taking some risks, resulting in 2 turnovers right now.
Garcia-Raj bounce over to Baker. Centers it up to McGurk. 15 on the shot clock. Into the corner, Baker wide open, fires, can't knock it down. The lid slammed shut still here for Drexel. They've had a couple go halfway down and pop up.
Yeah, and it's uncharacteristic for them. They're pretty good shooting basketball.
off Drexel, uncharacteristic, unaware of the shot clock there, it seemed like.
Yeah, and again, but it's a team that controls tempo. They really attack side to side. You're going to see an offense that's more pass-oriented, more cut-oriented. The Towson offense is a lot more dribble attack, handoffs, ball screens, try to get downhill. Drexel's the exact opposite. It's ball movement without the dribble.
Morris gives to Turner, great give and go, and Turner puts it up and in. 9-5, Tigers on top.
Great cut by Samaya Turner. She went and set a screen for Schukvist. Both Drexel players went to Schukvist. Samaya Turner slips it to the rim. Good find by Morris for an easy deuce.
Baker for three, knocks it down. You can't sleep on Amaris Baker as she pulls Drexel within one.
Yeah, expect to be two-time first team All-CAA. Again, you can't leave her open. Scores a variety of ways. Big three there.
Johnson, step back, long two is no good, but she is fouled by Watkins, and India Johnson to the line for two.
Yeah, and that's a no-no in the Drexel system for decades. Again, they've given up the fewest free throws to the opponents all season, and you can track back for years, and that'll be the same thing. They contest hard. They don't foul typically, and then they box you out. So you got to maximize every opportunity. So Indy Johnson gets to go to the foul line. Excellent free throw shooter with the opportunity to Towson extend the lead.
McGurk and O'Neal back into the game as Johnston knocks down the first to put Towson up two. Towson won't know officially what seed they'll be until after Elon plays later tonight. So much riding on that game as Johnston hits them both.
Yeah, and I think for them, I mean, just a win here. You know, if you're able to win here and you play the top 5 teams, 5 consecutive games, you come out of that 3-2, you got to feel confident about yourself heading to the CAA tournament.
O'Neal gives to Garcia Raj. Cutting underneath was Baker, and she lays it up and in. Drexel back within a point.
Terrific cut, a dribble at, overreaction by the defender, right backdoor cut by Baker, perfect delivery.
Schukvist gives to Johnston. 2.5 minutes to go in the opening frame. Morris drifting to her left. Steps back, flip to Johnston, marked by Baker. Johnston a screen, gives to Morris. Morris shoots over McGurk, no good. Fight for the rebound. Matulavicius tried to save it, but just slow.
Yeah, Kayla Morris had a size advantage there. You'd love to see her take that bounce towards the basket instead of away from it. She's much more comfortable shooting the jumper than she is posting up. But again, really likes her to take advantage of her length over top of Drexel's smaller player.
O'Neal. And kicked away by Turner. Play continues. And then a three knocked down by Watkins. And Maya Turner looked a little confused why there was no whistle there.
Yeah, Watkins has been a terrific. She has the potential to be a terrific X factor for them. She's stretching the floor again. Big three.
Turner. Morris. Drexel up 2 now. Their first lead of the day. Shepard almost gets it poked away by O'Neal. 15 on the shot clock. Schukvist. Cross-court pass to Johnston. Catch, fire, can't knock it down. Morris tracks down the miss in the corner and then throws it off Baker. Out of bounds. Towson ball with 18 on the shot clock.
Yeah, good job pursuing the rebound there. Nice back screen by Morris for Johnson to get a skip pass, open three. Didn't get it, but again, nice follow-up offensive rebound. Really, really important to rebound the ball on this end of the floor for Towson.
And just lost on the inbound there and stolen away by the Dragons. Under 90 seconds to go in the first. Baker centers it up to Garcia Raj. Underneath, McGurk, foul line jumper, no good. Rebounded by Turner. Turner almost lost it, fumbled the ball. Schukvist with it now on the right side. Gives to Johnston up top. Johnson, step back, three, good. Towson by 1.
Anybody has the ability to make a tough three, it's Indy Johnson. There's gonna be a lot of tough threes taken. Drexel forces you about 1 step outside your typical range and contest you hard, but Indy Johnson's range is somewhat unlimited.
48 seconds to go, and a whistle blows away from the ball. Foul against Towson. To be on Schukvist for a hold. Her first and the team's first.
Yeah, really be focused here defensively too. They're an excellent out of bounds team. They execute extremely well. Find open opportunities for their teammates.
Baker goes up and under, can't get it to fall. Marchbank's the rebound.
Towson's controlled the boards.
Peels out, gives the shoot fist. Johnston. McGurk staring at her. Looks back at the bench. Goes right to Marchbanks. Now back to Johnston, 10 on the shot clock. Johnston drives the right side, throws up a shot off the backboard, no good. 18 seconds to go, rebounded by Drexel. Here's McGurk on the left side. She'll tuck it away and wait for the offense to get there. 10 seconds. Garcia Raj, 8 seconds. Dancing with it in front of Shepard. Steps through, lays it up, no good. Turner the rebound, and she says that'll be enough. Actually, Marchbanks from half court now, no good. And that'll be how the first quarter comes to a close. Towson leads Drexel by 1, 14-13. We'll step aside here on Monumental Sports Network. 5 of 16 from the floor to open up the quarter.
Man, it's a typical Drexel game, low scoring, low possession. It's what you're going to expect. You got to embrace it. That's going to be the tempo and the pace. You can try to force it as much as you can, but again, opportunities for Drexel.
Johnston right to the rack, and she finishes 16-13 Towson.
A rare open drive opportunity against Drexel.
O'Neal gives to McGurk on the right side. Throws to Baker, spins, shoots, can't knock it down. Marchbanks the rebound.
Towson trying to push, even without numbers, trying to force tempo.
Shootfist thought about pulling the trigger on the three in the corner, doesn't. Here's Shepard now on the left side. Step back, long two is good for Talia Shepard. Her first points of the day, 18-13.
Yeah, she's gonna be really important today. Again, one of the keys, you gotta shoot well against Drexel just because they're so limited possession-wise. You get an open opportunity, you gotta knock it down.
O'Neal. McGurk centers it up to Evans now. Hands it to Baker. O'Neal dishes inside to Evans. Baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Shootfist for Towson.
Towson a plus 10 on the boards right now. And again, need to keep trying to push tempo, get early shots into possession.
Marchbanks. Johnston. Steps to her left, fires long shot, no good. Rimmed around and popped out. Drexel now the other way with Baker up the far side. Gives to Evans. McGurk calling for it on the near side. Baker again in the corner. Evans battling, goes up, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Johnston. Johnson driving, blocked from behind by Evans.
Great recovery by Evans. She was out of position. India Johnson, again, a great hesitation, in-out move from about 15 feet out, got to the rim area, but again, great recovery by Evans from distance.
Barnes checks into the game for Towson, as does Kayla Morris.
Barnes, freshman years, had limited play-in time. She's typically, when she gets her opportunity, she's in there for one thing, that's to launch threes. Good three-point shooter, challenged on the defensive end a little bit.
Morris gives to Johnston in the corner. Up top to Shepard. Keeps it moving to Marchbanks. Marchbanks to the foul line, spins to her right, hangs, shoots, no good off the side of the glass. Rebounded by Drexel. Both you and I thought that ball was well out of bounds.
Yeah, we don't have a good angle here, but excellent save by McGurk. Felt the ball hit the end line, so again, but trying to force a way in there. The last couple possessions for Drexel offensively changed their approach a little bit. They're typically 5 out, lots of cuts. They go into a post-up game the last 2 possessions, trying to search for something that's working that they don't have right now.
Only thing we could say is the official was right there, so anyway, we play on. McGurk with it, 14 on the shot clock. She drives the lane, puts it up, no good. And she'll head to the line for 2 as she's fouled by Marchbanks, and that's Marchbanks' first.
Yeah, Drexel's a smart offensive basketball team. Again, you see McGurk here looking for a post-up. We just mentioned, been looking inside, not there. Talk about Barnes struggles on the defensive end a little bit. You know, hope she gets better as her career goes. McGurk took advantage of her quickness that time.
Knocks down the first, pulled Drexel within 4.
And this is the way the game feels against Drexel. I mean, if you're Towson, you're like, hey, we're out rebounding them by 10. You feel like we're defending them well. Yeah, and you look up at the scoreboard and you only have 3. And you just got to embrace it. That's the game it's going to be against Drexel.
Johnston Takes it into the corner. Flip to Shepard. Johnson on the wing. Gives to Morris. Underneath, Marchbanks wide open, puts it up and in. Kayla Morris with an excellent find. That's her second assist, I believe.
Yeah, interesting again. Pass goes inside. There's a split screen with Marchbanks, and she slips it to the basket wide open. Good find by Kayla Morris.
Similar play from Samaya Turner in that first quarter as Grace O'Neal knocks down a three and Drexel's back within two.
O'Neal, very capable shooter at the point guard spot. Wide open on that three on an in and out pass. Knocked it down.
Shepard bounces it to Marchbanks in the corner. Gives to Morris. Morris can't get it to go, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two.
Excellent pass into the pocket. Good catch by Kayla Morris. That ball is delivered low. Good catch. You'd love to see her go up strong and finish that. She's got it with her size and length. Good find by Marchbanks. Delivers it. A little body underneath. You'd like for her to be able to absorb that and finish that play, but 2 key free throws for her now.
And that's a big foul. That foul is on McGurk. That's her second, so she'll have to sit for a while as Morris misses the first.
Yeah, and you got to watch Brianna Watkins for Drexel right now. She had her first double-digit game last week against on Thursday against Hofstra. She's out of the gates quick here, so she's getting more comfortable on the offensive end.
Garcia Raj gives to Watkins. Drive, stops, kick out. Drive in the lane from Garcia Raj is no good. Shepard the other way, backing down, puts it up, can't get it to go, but she's fouled and she'll head to the line for two as Baker the guilty party there.
Really good decision by Talia Shepard. Transition doesn't have to be a run out 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 break. It can be push it up, make defense, recover, everyone down the floor, and all of a sudden you end up with a one-on-one opportunity with a good score down the block. Excellent decision by Talia Shepard.
Shepard knocks down the first to make it 22-18. Second shot, no good. Garcia Raj.
See the cutting offense of Drexel right now. They're back in their 5-out cutting, curl cuts.
Watkins thinking about it. Gives underneath. Garcia Raj cut back door, misses the layup. Ball loose, grabbed by Garcia Raj, feeds Watkins, pumps, hangs, shoots and scores it. 22-20.
Rare offensive rebound there for Drexel. They take advantage for a second chance bucket.
Yeah, Garcia Raj surprised to have it. Morris gives to Marchbanks. Here's Johnston to her left, steps back, gives to Barnes, fires the three, hand in her face. She doesn't care, she knocks it down. 25-20.
As we mentioned earlier, limited minutes, but not limited threes opportunities where she's letting it go if she gets it. That one's contested from deep.
O'Neal. Watkins standing with it, throws underneath. Garcia Raj in the corner now. Watkins. Baker keeps it swinging. Watkins now for three, no good. Rebounded by Marchbanks. Towson looking to push.
Barnes wanting another three.
Barnes in transition. That one's off the mark, into the hands of Baker. Baker on the left side. Long two, no good. Morris the rebound for Towson.
And again, no offensive rebounding by Drexel. Switching up here now, I think they're going to a 2-3 zone. And nope, they're still staying in her player to player.
4.5 minutes to go here in the second. Johnson working against O'Neal, flips to Shepard. Shepard crosses over, drives the right side. Contact, no call either way. And Shepard with the lay-in. 27-20. Her and O'Neal really collided hard.
They did. Just a tough no call there. Excellent. O'Neal got her chest from, but Talia Shepard finishes strong with contact.
Garcia Raj to her left. Feeds Baker underneath, goes up in traffic and finishes 27-22.
Yeah, another backdoor cut by Baker. Anytime she's in the corner and the ball's dribbled at her, she's quick to cut back door.
Shepard. Johnson on the right side, gives to Morris. Flip to Johnson. Barnes catches again, fires a three. That one's no good. Garcia Raj pushes for Drexel now. Give to Watkins for three. That one no good. And a rebound for Towson.
Long stretch without a timeout right now. Both teams struggling a little bit getting up and down the court.
Barnes drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Drexel, and haven't seen the ball go through the hoop in a few minutes now. It feels like as Baker almost loses it. O'Neal now, Garcia Raj in the left corner. Drives baseline, kick out. Watkins long two, that's no good. And then Bria Watkins is gonna knock it out of bounds, and with 2:56 to go, we'll have our media timeout. Towson leads 27-22. You're watching Towson women's basketball right here on the Monumental Sport Network. Back inside CQ Arena, Ben Rosenbaum and Joe Matthews. 2:56 to go in the second quarter. Towson leading 27-22. And I mean, Drexel kind of concedes any rebound on their offensive glass, but Towson doing a good job on both ends, getting second chances.
Yeah, that was one of the keys. I mean, for Towson, they need to shoot well, and when they're missing shots, they got to go get the offensive glass, and they've done that. So they got to feel good where they're at. Last game out, Drexel was 24-2 in the first quarter against Hofstra, playing their best basketball of the season. Right now, Towson right there with them, basket for basket.
Marchbanks up top to Matulavicius. Dereje gives to Marchbanks. That play's worked a few times. That time the pass got tipped. Matulavicius runs baseline, 3 on the shot clock. Outside, Marchbanks for 3, hand in her face. It's short, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Drexel ball.
Yeah, tough battle on the offensive glass there. Good drive by Matulavicius. Thought she had an opportunity to go up with it, but found an open shooter. Good contest by Drexel. Again, that's what they do. So, and you're right. There's been some really good cuts by Towson, by their guards in their screening action. That time, Marchbanks kind of they were delayed on that pass. She had an opportunity to get a bucket.
Looked like Laura Harper was thinking about challenging that call, but decided against it. And now a travel call on Rulo. Turn it back over to Towson.
Yeah, just their third turnover. You thought they started the game with 2 early turnovers and have taken care of the ball since and got the shot opportunities and got a travel call here. And really just didn't quite see that actually. So
and Johnson just loses it into the hands of Rulo now. Rulo running the floor. Peels out into the corner, gives to Evans up top over to Jones. And now a foul called as Marchbanks tracks down O'Neal from behind.
Yeah, Towson's done a nice job not fouling. So right now, again, not in a bonus situation. It's just a backdoor cut by Neal. Marchbanks got beat, grabbed her out of desperation. Good call on that. And again, out of bounds play. You got to be dangerous here if you're Drexel.
Marchbanks second. Into Evans. Up top to Rulo. Drifts to her right. Gives to Baker. Baker hangs, shoots, baseline, no good. Rebounded by Turner.
Yeah, Baker's early buckets in the half has come off backdoor cuts. She's got 3 field goals. 2 of them are backdoor cuts. Her mid-range Jade not falling yet.
Marchbanks on the left side. Just over 90 seconds to go in the half. Marchbanks in trouble, battles, tries to go up, can't get anything out of it. Turner collects the miss, gives to Dereje. 10 on the shot clock as Marchbanks hangs, shoots, no good. That's out of bounds off Drexel. Towson ball.
The intimidation again by Deja Evans. I'm not sure she got a piece of that shot, but good shot fake by Marchbanks. Still not able to elevate and get it over top of her.
Couple of subs for both teams as Shukvist enters for Towson. Shukvist inbounds into Matulavicius. Gets it right back, cross-court pass, fires from the corner and cans it.
If you're going to beat Drexel, at least if you're Towson, who leaves the league again in 3-point opportunities and attempts for the year, you got to make some threes, and they're going to keep firing, and that's the only way they're going to beat a team like Drexel.
8-point lead for Towson. Evans backing Dereje down, spins, lays it up, lays it in. 30-24.
Evans got some nice moves inside, good finish.
Shukvist dumps it underneath to Dereje. Dereje, reverse lay-in is good. Answers right back to the Tigers.
Towson again forcing that penetration. Tilda Shukvist got to the basket a little bit, got her feet in the paint, found Dereje, good finish on the outs on the reverse side.
Garcia Raj to her left, gives to Evans. Evans lays it up and in, trading buckets now.
Yeah, that screen roll at the top has really bothered Towson all year. Any team that's done a ball screen at the top of the key area found the roller over and over again.
10 seconds to go. Johnson steps back, fires a three, can't get it to fall. Turner the rebound, and then she is fouled. It'll stay with Towson with 4.6 seconds to play in the quarter.
Yeah, Indy Johnston wanted that great crossover, step back, lost Baker, had a good look at it, didn't get it. Gives to Maya Turner again. That's what she does, what she brings to this team. Tremendous defender, should make the all-defensive team. Tends to go to people's steals and blocks, but she is as good as anyone defensively and energy on the offensive glass.
Into Dereje, hands it off to Johnson. Fires at the buzzer, knocks it down to get 2 more to add on to the lead to take into the locker room. Towson leading 34-20 side of things. Campbell is leading Stony Brook 77-66 in the tournament down in DC.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Harper, your focus is here, right? So you do have some seeding impact. If you get a win, you're no worse than a 7 seed, which keeps you out of that matchup against Charleston as a 1-8 game.
And right out of the gate, Drexel knocking down a bucket to open up the scoring 34-28. That was by McGurk, who had to sit for a lot of that second quarter due to foul trouble.
Yeah, they're so good out of timeouts, dead ball situations. Just really, really good at it.
And a foul away from the ball before the shot from Matulavicius. Foul is called on Baker, her second, team first. Turner throws it outside to Shepard. Shepard at the top of the arc. Stops, pops at the elbow, can't knock it down, rebounded by McGurk. Evans backing Dereje down. Goes up and under, somehow gets it to go as she falls to the ground. Drexel within 4.
Big bucket, up and under move, and ends up with a face plant, but a left-handed finish.
Matulavicius to Shepard up top. Shepard, Dereje. Tries to thread the needle. It's knocked around, but into the hands of Marchbanks for an open 3, and that's how they drew it up, Joe. 37-30.
Yeah, I had that same play a lot, so didn't always end it with a made 3, but again, the slips have been there, a deflected to an open three-point shooter, and Towson, again, they're going to win this game. It's got to be from behind the arc.
McGurk on the left side. From the foul line over Turner, can't knock it down. Drexel really struggled shooting so far today. 12 of 34. DeRegge underneath, spins, lays it up, hangs on the rim, no good.
Good run and post early, good catch and move. Love to see a finish there.
Rulo. Evans. Reverse lay-in, no good, almost dropped. Marchbanks brings it up. Flip to Matulavicius. Peels out on the left side. DeRegge spins, puts it up and in, 39-30. DeRegge has 6.
I think the two post players on each respective team told their coaches, get me the ball. So Evans and DeRegge right now swapping post-ups on both ends of the court.
McGurk up top. Kick out. Up top, O'Neal gives to Baker at the foul line. Tough shot, but knocks it down. Samaya Turner was in her jersey, and she's able to hit the shot, 39-32.
Yeah, that's one of the keys in the second half. Any situation where Towson struggled against the elite guards in the last couple of games, Baker's one of those elite guards, going to try to make sure you get her contained.
Shepard shoots, misses everything. It's short into the hands of O'Neal, or McGurk rather, excuse me. McGurk out over to Baker on the left side. Here's Evans, backing Turner down, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Ball's batted around, Baker had it, or excuse me, Evans had it and lost it. Matulavicius a spin, in some trouble, throws it outside. Shepard for 3, that's no good. Rebounded by Baker.
You see Drexel has changed their approach second half. They are pushing the basketball here in the second half early.
And now Baker is fouled by Marchbanks. That'll be Marchbanks' 3rd, and this should send Amaris Baker to the line for 2.
Yeah, again, we've said in the past, it's a tempo game typically for Drexel. You see Morris Baker just really drawing the contact as a good guard does. And they're really pushing the basketball on defensive rebounds right now, and recognizing that, look, they're a little sluggish on the offensive end. Coach Mallon does a fantastic job. So her adjustment, one, push it hard in transition, get it into Deja Evans, and
Baker.
also to your best player here, Morris Baker.
Knocks down the first. 10 points now for Baker. Averages 19 a game. And she hits them both. And Turner on the ground, picked back up.
Yeah, so this tempo should be advantage Towson. This is the first time really in the game we're going to see the 2-2-1 by Drexel. And typically it's just to eat shot clock. They'll fall back into a 2-3 zone. Try to take a forced contested 3.
Schukvist. To her left. Kick out to Johnston. Gives to Matulavicius up top. 10 on the shot clock. Johnston down low to Morris. 5 seconds. Morris hangs, shoots, misses everything. Into the hands of Turner. Tries to throw it out. It's taken away by Drexel. O'Neal push to Baker. Drives on Morris, puts it up, puts it in. 39-36, Laura Harper calls time as Drexel cuts the lead to 3 with 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd. We'll step aside, media timeout. You're watching Towson basketball on the Monumental Sports Network.
That was their adjustment to go push, but that certainly favors Towson in the long haul.
Garcia Raj throws to Evans. And again, the shooting struggles. Open looks have just not fallen for Drexel. Shepard running. Gives to Matulavicius. She's got 6 tonight. Drives, bounces to Turner in the corner. Gives to Johnston. Johnston to her left for 3. Bang! 50-36, 2.5 to play in the third. Towson starting to just go all in at Drexel.
Yeah, Indy Johnson always plays with a lot of confidence. Entire team playing with confidence right now.
Fight for the rebound. Watkins comes away with it. Down low's Baker, gives to Evans, lays it up and in. 50-38, that breaks a 4-minute scoring drought for Drexel.
Yeah, they needed a bucket bad to try to get back into this game.
Johnson steps through, lays it up, lays it in. 52-38.
Tough play by India Johnson. Give her credit. She's improved every facet of her game. Excellent attack to the basket. Took contact and got a finish.
Johnston with 14 now. Garcia Raj, air ball, but they're going to say partially blocked and out of bounds. Drexel ball.
Yeah, that last possession, Indy Johnson tried to do a Euro step past the contact and kind of got hit before she could complete that move, was still able to get it up off the glass. Terrific finish.
O'Neal will inbound underneath. 18 left on the shot clock. They get it to Baker. Baseline jumper is good. 52-40. And now we have a foul after the basket.
Yeah, we got Samaya Turner tied up on a block out. And you probably, if you're Towson, you don't mind this. You'd like to see a little frustration on Drexel's part as much as you can. They're such a disciplined, composed team. You like to make it physical. You like to make it tough, and it typically becomes that. So it's a double foul.
So a double foul called on Bria Watkins and Samaya Turner after the basket, just kind of getting tied up. Samaya ended up on the ground, and I think our officials have seen enough of any physical play underneath here. 52-40. Johnson catch, fire for 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Evans.
Yeah, there's a heat check by Indy Johnson. It was right on line. Baker just going downhill hard. Just couldn't get that one off the glass soft enough.
Comes up empty. Towson now the other way. Here's Schukfist, hands off to Johnston. 1:20 to play now here in the third. Shepard dribbling. Finds Schukfist on the logo. Now to Johnston. They'll trade spots. Johnson drifting left. Gives to Morris. Fakes the handoff to Johnson. Now flips it to her. Johnston to Schukfist. 3 on the shot clock. Schukfist steps through, fires a 2. That's going to be a shot clock violation as it misses everything. Drexel ball with 59 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, again, Towson not blessed. I mean, they've got a couple players who can really create their own shot. Indy Johnson being primarily that. Ball ended up in Schukfist's hands, which wasn't her comfort zone. So good defensive job by Drexel.
Garcia Raj to her left. Drives the lane, blocked by Shepard and out of bounds. Stays with Drexel.
Raj, one of their quickest players, has got a little bit of shake in her game. She's able to get to the basket and by people, but good recovery by Shepard that time.
The junior from Barcelona, Spain. Inbound to Evans over her head, still loose. Everyone hitting the deck for it now. Bodies all over the place, knocked around. Kick ball, Towson ball.
Yeah, you love to see that if you're Towson getting on the floor. Talia Shepard lays head first out. Try to secure the ball, got it, try to make a pass out, got it kicked by a Drexel defender.
Here comes Lara Barnes into the game for Samaya Turner.
Again, we talked about what she brings. See her get Talia Shepard just lays out hard for the ball, secures it. Evans unfortunately kicked it for Drexel.
Johnston. To her right.
Raj, good defender, trying pressure.
Gives to Barnes, moves it to Schukfist, open for 3. Can't get it to go off, back iron. Barnes chases down the offensive board. Then she fires a 3, can't knock it down. And Evans the rebound with 10 seconds to go. O'Neal can't track that one down as it almost comes right into our lap.
Yeah, Barnes, again, she has a lot of talent on the offensive end, but again, she's a young player. She got that offensive rebound. Would love to held it for the last shot. Towson gets fortunate. Drexel throws the ball away, and they're zest to try to get up the floor for a shot.
7 seconds to go. Johnston with it. 5 seconds. Reverses the shoot fist. Corner three. Can't knock it down. Ball's batted around, and that'll be how the quarter comes to a close. And after three, Towson leading Drexel by 12. You're watching Towson women's basketball right here. Trying to send these fans home happy for the last time here in the 2025-26 season.
Yeah, this is a big quarter for Towson right here. You got a significant lead. You had one against Charleston in the second half and let it get away from you. Drexel, the number 2 seed. Expect Drexel, maybe the defensive end, to try to do some trapping.
Matulovic is right to the basket off the start of this one and comes up empty as Baker now with it, and she is fouled and goes to the line for 2.
You just saw the recipe of what this quarter is going to be. You're going to see Drexel get aggressive on defense, maybe some trapping of ball screens, handoffs, and it's going to be Amaris Baker attacking head first, just really downhill hard, trying to get to the free throw line. Excellent free throw shooter, and have a chance to score without taking any time off the clock.
Baker to the line for 2. It's 2 for 2 from the line so far today, and now 3 for 3.
And we mentioned the Achilles heel for Towson in their 2 losses against these top 5 teams has been the ability to stop elite guards. Again, Gigi Gamble got 41 for Monmouth. Taryn Bubba got 35 for Charleston. Baker's one of those top elite guards. Right now, she's sitting at 16 points. She's got 9 here in the early third quarter or early fourth quarter for the second half. So expect her to continue to stay aggressive.
10-point lead now for Towson. Johnston driving, throws out to Matulovic for 3. Bang! 55-42.
A lot of credit to Indy Johnson finding the hot hand. Matulovic at 3 consecutive made threes, and Indy Johnson found her on the wing.
Baker driving baseline, stops, spins, shoots, rattles it home. 55-44.
She's taken over, Ben, and Towson's yet to be able to show they've got a defensive stopper in the backcourt that can answer someone like an Amaris Baker.
Shepard gives to Morris. Hands it back to Shepard in the corner. Shepard gives to Marchbanks. 5 on the shot clock. Marchbanks stops, spins, fade away. Can't get it to go. O'Neal the rebound for Drexel.
Expect Baker to attack again.
Baker to Watkins. Here's O'Neal now. Hand off. Perullo. McGurk, a deep 3. Knocks it down. 55-47. And if you're Towson, the last thing you want to see is Drexel start to heat up.
Yeah, stay aggressive, stay confident. Don't go away, keep playing hard, get good quality shots every time down the floor, and most importantly, rebound. Kind of lost the offensive rebounding right now.
Johnston lobs it underneath the Morris. Morris spins, and she traveled as she goes down along with Grace O'Neal. Drexel ball.
Samaya Turner checking in. It'll be interesting to see here. There's a screen roll, and Morris just lost her balance. Is great help by Amaris Baker. Be interesting to see if Samaya Turner, if she picks up Baker, or who's going to have this matchup. But we got to, Towson's got to find a way to get her stopped.
O'Neal gives to McGurk on the right side. McGurk for 3, hand in her face. High bounce off the rim, pulled down by Morris. And Grace O'Neal was just trying to poke the ball loose, and Morris essentially just swatted her away. Foul on Grace O'Neal.
Yeah, there's another consistent Drexel play. Lane McGurk made a big 3 last possession down. Coach Amy Mallon goes right back to her with a fade screen to try to get another 3. Just came up short. Kayla Moore secures the rebound.
Johnston steps back. For 3 is good. They're going to review that one. Her foot might have been on the line there.
Yeah, I think she was inside, but again, that's the key to the game. You've got to be able to make tough perimeter shots against Drexel. They're not going to give you a whole lot else.
58-47. Baker dribbles around, puts it up, puts it in. 58-49. Baker doing everything she can to keep Drexel in this one. She's got 21 now.
And again, I'd love to see Samaya Turner take that challenge and play her one-on-one defensively.
Johnston driving, hangs, shoots, she answers right back. 60-49, Johnston with 19.
She's got a complete game. She wants to challenge against Baker, but that's a tough assignment for another scorer on the other end of the floor.
O'Neal. 15 on the shot clock. McGurk on the left side. Drives against Marchbanks. Stops on the block, spins, puts it up, no good. Late foul comes in on Marchbanks, her fourth, team second.
Yeah, and you don't want to bail them out with a foul. So Drexel has multiple five-out offenses that they run. Sometimes it's just a straight read and the ball gets reversed. And right now they're running their back screen option. So you see a lot of screens from the corner to the wings. That's more for the three-point opportunities. Towson's trying to fight over top of those. Good job, but just don't want to make sure you don't foul and put them at the line.
Shepard checks in for Kayla Morris.
Interesting substitution, going very small now. There's no post player in the lineup for Towson. You got Samaya Turner at the 5, and you really got 4 guards after that. And Drexel's got the same answer. They don't have their big on the floor either, so it's going to be a perimeter game.
McGurk hits the first.
And both teams are comfortable doing this. Not every team in the league is. I mean, they're comfortable maybe not having a post on the floor.
And hits the second, and here comes Garcia Raj for McGurk.
She'll bring a little more quickness, a little more penetration than McGurk does, and maybe she'll set up somebody else for a three-point opportunity.
Shukvist into the game for Marchbanks.
Shukvist has some great looks at the 3 today. She's only knocked down 1. Again, she's shot it really well the last 5 basketball games. Be prepared for her to get another good look.
During non-conference play, Shukvist was among top 10 in the country in three-point percentage. Johnston drives, lays it up, too strong, and blocking foul called on Baker. Johnston to the line for 2.
Indy Johnson, so smart. I mean, just recognizes the shot blockers off the floor. Evans is not here. They don't have another post player that really scares her or can really intimidate what she's doing inside and impact it. So she goes right to the hole and gets herself to the foul line.
Johnston, her first. No good. Johnston's first miss from the foul line today.
You don't get many free throw chances against this Drexel team, as we've talked about. They're number 1 in the league. Free throws attempted allowed. So you got to make the ones you get.
Leads back to 10 now for the Tigers after Johnston splits her trip. Here's Baker.
So here's all the back screens trying to get an open 3.
Rulo hands it off to Garcia Raj. Rulo again now on the right side, 10 on the shot clock, spins, awkward shot, can't knock it down. And again, no rebounding threat there for Drexel on the offensive glass. Towson takes it up the floor.
Big possession here. If you can take advantage of their not having a post on the floor and create an opportunity to get to the basket, penetrate and kick for a 3, big possession.
Shepard hands it off to Johnston. 8 on the shot clock. Drifts left, fires a 3, off the mark, into the hands of O'Neal. Garcia Raj trying to run, doesn't have the number. She's gonna take it all the way, lays it up, no good, but she's fouled by Shukvist, her second, team's 3rd.
Yeah, she's got great speed, as we've talked about, and pushes it hard up the floor. You really want to see your team grow defensively and make them finish that. Don't bail them out with a foul. Contest without fouling the rest of the way, especially with a 10-point lead. You don't get in a situation where you're in foul trouble. Make her finish that 94-foot full speed transition layup.
First shot, no good for Garcia Raj. Rare miss from the foul line for Drexel. That was their first miss in 9 attempts.
Small lineup to rebound. Again, they should get the free throw line boxed out.
Hits the second, cuts the lead down to 9. But this has pretty much been where Drexel has been. They're just treading water here against Towson. They're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, and here's an adjustment by Drexel. They're staying player to player. Typically after made basket, they're a 2-3 zone. So right now they're small and they're gonna try to pressure.
Johnston for 3, no doubt. 64-52, India Johnston.
She has every answer right now, Ben. If you're gonna be afraid of her penetration that she's offered you the last handful of possessions, she's gonna bang a 3 right in your face.
Johnston with 23 points today. Turner the rebound. Shoot-fist. Lob to Matulovic. Reverse lay-in is good. 66-52. Towson firing on all cylinders now.
Terrific transition. That's what we've seen the last 7 basketball games. It's tremendously different than what it was earlier. They look to run, and they're effective at it. Terrific find and finish.
Garcia-Raj, Watkins, baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Turner.
And you want to go again. Try to push again if you can. Even a delayed break here is good.
Johnston. Gives to Turner. Turner in trouble, and she traveled. Turn it over. And media timeout. Towson leading Drexel 66-52 with 4:10 remaining. Towson looking to close it out here at home on the Monumental Sports Network.
Okay. Great. Good. Ready for something new?
Yeah.
How about new games from the Maryland Lottery that are letting you go for the gold? Like the Keno Team USA Second Chance promotion. From now until February 22nd, enter Keno tickets into My Lottery Rewards for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles or a Team USA merchandise pack.
I meant like a new workout.
Yeah.
Play today.
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's out there in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future, it's now, in every line of code, in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch. It's digging in to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Back inside CQ Arena during the break, they reviewed India Johnson's 3 back in the 7-minute mark. The one that I thought she might have her foot on the line, and they did overturn it. So now Towson leading 65-52 as they overturned the 3 to a 2-pointer. So Johnson now with 22, but we were just talking during the break. She's playing some of the best basketball, if not the best basketball of her career this last month.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's team-oriented. It's not forced. She's making tough shots. She's making big shots, averaging 23 a game the last 7 and growing.
Baker from the foul line, no good. And fight for the rebound is going to be against a foul call against O'Neal as she tried to tie up Matulovic. That's O'Neal's 2nd and the team's 3rd.
Well, I love the intent by Matulovic. We've seen it all year. She gets a rebound, she's going. So she's pushing the tempo, and that time she got cut off by O'Neal and created some contact for a foul. Again, expect Drexel here to get to pick up some tempo defensively or try to figure out some either run and jump, or they're going to trap a ball handler or trap an on-ball screen. Be prepared for it. In those situations, you can get it out of the trap and make an extra pass. You can find yourself a wide open shot.
4 minutes to go. Matulovic just jogs it up the floor. Shepard to Shoot-fist. Shoot-fist drives the lane, kicks to Turner. Turner cross-court to Johnston. Johnston, 7 on the shot clock, drives, floater up, floater down, 67-52.
Again, we just can't say it enough. She's got every part of the game. A nice pull-up floater there to finish.
Watkins, corner three, no good. Hard off the rim, punched forward. Turner picks it up. Turner tripped from behind. She's fouled. And that's going to be against Watkins, her third.
Yeah, again, you just love the momentum that's created by pushing the basketball. It's contagious. They bought in. They're looking at any opportunity to get going down the floor. So Samaya Turner that time got tripped from behind and making that transition effort.
Drexel on a 2-minute scoring drought. It feels like we've said that a few times today, that Towson's been able to hold Drexel to multi-minute scoring droughts. And the Tigers, meanwhile, 7-0 run over that 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of spacing the floor right now. Again, they don't have a big. They're staying away, trying to avoid any potential traps. Just really spreading the floor extremely well.
Johnson drives the lane, lays it up and in. 69-52. 26 now for Johnston.
It's just oozing out of her that she just knows that she is the best player on the floor. She's at that point. She's at a different level in her game right now that she just knows, I am the best player. I am going to take this where I want to take it, when I want to take it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So again, she's right now recognizing there's not a big on the floor that can bother her inside, and she's getting all the way to the rim with some tough finishes.
Foul called on the Tigers on Shukvis, her third and the team's fourth. And it puts Garcia Raj on the line. Check that. They're going to take it off of Shukvist and put it on Johnston instead. That's her first. Ariana Gravely checks in for the first time today.
We'll see Drexel's strategy here going down 2:48. 16-point game. It's a lot to overcome, and you're competitive and you want to compete. Does it creep into your mind at some point? I got to get Baker off the floor. We got a tournament. We got bigger things to play for than this game today. You've won 12 of your last 13. You want to make sure you get out here healthy.
Second miss, and then out of bounds off Turner. And no one will be more mad at Samaya Turner than Samaya just now for letting that rebound go out of her hands.
But and she loves this stuff. She's the biggest player on the floor. She loves this, so she got a chance to get some rebounding done.
Baker wide open underneath, lays it up and in, 69-55. A near steal there from Garcia Raj. Shepard navigating tough waters. Now her pass is tipped. Touch pass to Shukvis. Throws outside. Matulovic thought about shooting, but held it to try to kill some clock.
Yeah, Coach Harper put the red light up on that one. So again, it's trying to utilize some clock. Andy Johnson's been dominating this end of the shot clock situation. So this is what we expect, to come run a double team at her.
Johnston pull-up jumper is good.
Doesn't matter, Ben. Just doesn't matter. It's like we talked about, they're trying to run some double teams that are there. She just absorbs it, pulls up, knocks it down.
28 for Johnston. Gravely is blocked by Turner out of bounds. 1:58 to go.
Towson's done a great job defending out of bounds screens, out of bounds plays. Drexel usually very good at this. They haven't given up any of the baskets. Last time Baker got an easy one coming from out of bounds.
Baker misses the baseline jumper. Johnston with it, racing up the sideline. Almost loses it, now does lose it, and Gravely, I believe, bounces on top of it. Jump ball called. They're going to say
timeout.
Timeout.
Not sure she had possession of the ball and to get that timeout, but again, so it's Drexel's ball, their ball with the jump ball as well. One foul from the bonus. They're terrific on out-of-bounds sets. You got to expect probably one or two things here from Drexel. They're going to have some sort of back screen from McGurk for a three, or Baker going downhill trying to get to the basket and maybe create a foul.
71-55.
Yeah, and you're under two, so you want to be smart if you're Towson, and you saw Coach Harper last possession. Had him pull out, eat some clock. Wise decision. You want to keep playing, stay confident. But when you got a player like Indy Johnson that can control the end of the shot clock like she's doing, eat some clock, put it in her hands.
Baker on the right side. Backing down Shepard. Steps through, off the glass, no good. Turner the rebound with 90 seconds to go. And Drexel trying to tie her up. but she's fouled, and that'll put Samaya Turner on the line for 2. Foul is on Gravely.
Yeah, so Towson again's been all guards trying to match. You see Baker try to get to the rim. We talked about it was going to be something from McGurk from the 3, or Baker going one-on-one, and Turner with her toughness grabs it, secures it. Now you'd love to see continue to grow here. Knock down a couple free throws.
Emily Jones will check back in for Drexel. Turner to shoot 2. Turner misses the first.
Yeah, this is part of the game. Again, it's going to be really important, not just for today, but, you know, you want to move through in the tournament. You're going to have big situations like this. You got to be able to knock down free throws.
Turner hits the second. 72-55 as Towson will close things off with a bang here before the tournament. Baker. Pull up. Left it short. She is just
really good
struggling
defense.
on some of
Andy
those.
Johnston just able to contest it.
Johnston.
Keep the ball moving. Get it moving. Find an easy layup.
Here's Shukvist. Matulavicius was wide open underneath. Shepard.
Drexel not looking to foul.
Johnston and Baker commits a foul.
Right on cue.
That's Baker's 4th.
Yeah, and if you coach Harper, you're probably pulling it right here. You're going to let Indy Johnson knock these 2 free throws down, get her out, not only to get her well-deserved reception, but also get her out. Need her for the tournament coming up. Make sure she's healthy as well.
Johnston with a chance to get 30 here now. Be 1 off her career high. She hits the first. India Johnston in the top 10 all-time scoring list. Checks out for the final time inside CQ Arena. One of the best to ever don the black and gold takes a bow.
Well deserved. You know, I coached here 13 years, had some tremendous players. Shanae Baker Bryce, a lot of really, really great players. Indy Johnston is as good as she's been this year, is right there at the top. Again, just playing terrific basketball. And can't say enough, Ben, she has embraced a backup role in the sense of not starting. Obviously, she's the key player, and hands down 6th Man of the Year award winner probably coming up. But she's embraced the role. She's excelled in it. She's taken over leadership. And you've seen today, she showed you everything in the bag. She made contested threes. She made open threes, mid-range J's, driving layups, playing smart. Team's feeding off of her. So terrific outing for her today and the Tigers.
And can't say enough. Asked to do different roles over the years. Was the point guard last year. Had opportunities to leave with the transfer portal, never even flirted with it.
Well, and credit to her and her family for that. I mean, it's a unique time in college basketball and college athletics. Where, kids work hard, play hard. They're trying to take advantage of the opportunities, but they're so quick to move. And man, you're being coached by a terrific coach by Laura Harper and all her experiences. And there's so many more valuable lessons than transferring to another school. But again, hats off to Indy Johnson for a fantastic career and commitment.
Ain't no doubt. Hall of Famer. Jill Watson in the game. Aiden Langley in the game. Jones can't hit the 3, and now a foul away from the ball. Watson scored for the first time a few games ago, the walk-on freshman.
Yeah, Towson's sitting on 74 right now, Ben, and that's significant because that's what they've averaged the last 6 basketball games. I mean, this was a team early in conference play, midway through conference play. Where we're talking, can they get to 60? How are they going to get to 60? And man, Coach Harper and staff's done a great job. The team has bought into who they are, back to what they were at the beginning of the year. So to be able to average 74, 75 a game heading into conference play, and again, this is against the top 5 teams in the league. So this is what you're able to expect from them. So you should not ever be out of a game moving forward and have a lot of confidence you can get things done in conference tournament.
Marchbanks in the corner, tied up. Jump ball called, possession to Drexel.
Great job by Drexel. Mars Baker still out there, involved in a trap.
Now you look over at the Towson bench right now, real loose, having a lot of fun. This is a team playing with a ton of confidence headed into the tournament.
And they should be. Again, they've played extremely well in the last several weeks.
Baker driving, hook shot no good. Knocked around, Langley pulls it down. Here's Sharia Baines.
Yeah, coach would like to see this group get a nice execution as well, get a chance to get a bucket for someone.
Marchbanks.
And let's not underestimate what she's brought to this team over this time. She has changed, the tempo has changed since she's jumped into the starting lineup. The output has changed.
Barnes, corner three, no good. Long rebound comes out to Watkins with 10 seconds to go. As Baker drives, lays it up and in and one, as she'll go to the line for one more. Make it 74-58.
Congratulations to her as well. Another great year for her. Expect her to be first team All-CAA. And again, she was the engine that's led this team to win 12 of their last 13, hottest team in the league for an extended period of time, and she's been the catalyst for them for that. And you see why. I mean, she is competitive as all can be. She's going to finish the game with 26 points if she makes this free throw. Jinx is on 25.
Joe, you're going to be calling some of these games in the CAA tournament. You're going to need to lay off the announcer jinxes a little bit here as we get ready to go. At least if Towson's playing in the games.
Yeah.
So that'll do it. Towson victorious, 74-58 over the rival.